Hey guys, I'm going to be fixing and repairing this RCA television. The issue with it is when you went to turn it on, it would instantly turn back off. So I ended up taking it apart and I found out what the issue is. Hopefully it's the only issue. This is an RCA L22HD31. Now my plan for this eventually is probably make an arcade cabinet out of it. It's a very simple TV. You can be able to use this thing as an arcade cabinet. It's really nice for that. But the issue is there's some capacitors on the power supply here, some electrolytic capacitors that were starting to leak and bulge out. I'll just kind of show you one of them here. So you can see that it is bulged out and was starting to leak, which tells me that this is obviously the issue. Now, I don't know if it's the main issue. I hope it is, because of the fact that there could have been something else wrong with this that could have actually made them explode like that. That is a fair amount of electrolytic capacitors that are all leaked. So I picked up some new ones. I ordered some up right here. These ones here are, where are they again? They are 470 microfarad electrolytic capacitors. These ones here are 860 microfarads. So I will be soldering them into this board. I'm going to put it back together and actually see if this TV here will actually work. So I'm kind of waiting for my soldering gun to heat up right now, which gives me the option to say I got a new Logitech C920 camera, which is pointing directly down right here. And then I am using my Logitech C910 to look at me. And over on the top left hand corner is my Nikon Coolpix A1000, which is connected directly into the cache card, which seems to be the best quality out of all of them. And I have an animated version of my icon for my YouTube channel and just DestructiveBurn all together. So we're waiting for that. I do have a sheet here that'll tell me exactly where these capacitors go. Since I've removed the last ones, I just kind of drew which ones would go where, that way I wouldn't forget. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to open this thing up, and I'm just going to get ready to install them. So I'm going to have a look at the other side of this board. Just want to make sure that, yeah, I could say I did look. Had to kind of clean this off a bit better, so I didn't do that. Alright, so which ones are first? I might as well do the 680 first, which is here. Just bend them back a bit. Have some solder. Looks good. This is a fairly easy job, just replacing them and then call it good. There we go. Might just add them all and just bend them all. I have some circuit board projects I'll be doing sometime soon. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I had to kind of like fix that camera. I was ignoring it. Now I just gotta solder them all to the board. Let's move this camera up closer so you guys can have a look at what I'm doing. There we go. And we've got these ones over here. So we'll fix that one up. Missed this one here. Looks alright, but I'm just going to try to push these capacitors in just a tad, just kind of make sure that they're nice and straight. Straight to the board. Straight to the board. That's fine. That's fine. 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 Last one. Perfecto. Looks good. All I have to do now is just snip them and then go from there. The chair squeaks. Looks good. Nothing's touching anything else. Now I'm going to head her back to the shed and go from there. So far, my repair looks good. And I'll show you the other side of the board too. Look at what I did. So hopefully it's going to work. I will find out. Bring the TV over here and reinstall the board. This is going to be a pain. So the screws for the board, can't just like lift this thing up because I have a bunch of wires still connected to it. I'll eventually tear this thing right apart and build a case for it. I hope you guys see this. I can't see the camera right now. I think it'd just be easier if I just use this bit for now. Gotta get my stubby screwdriver. Oh, just screw it right here. Alright. That's done. Alright, all I have to do now is just connect everything back to the board. Put that together. Anything else need to be plugged in? Yes. And this needs to be plugged in down here. I like how this TV has single small little boards everywhere, all connected by wires. That's so gonna make it easy for me to rip this thing apart, take all the boards out, snip the wires if I have to, and rewire them to their newer locations eventually. Okay. Here slid back into place. Looks like it did. Just push you in place. There we go. Looks good. Alright. Yes, the first test would be to turn it on. Alright, time to tell if this thing will actually turn on. Please work. Power button. I don't even know where the power button is. Found it. Hey, there's a light. Oh. Oh. We have screen. Yay. This can actually be a really good one for Raspberry Pi. Alright, so I grabbed the pile of stuff. I hope this is the remote for it, I don't know. Input. HDMI. See, it's got a lot of options on it too. I can use it for other things as well. And plug you in. I also brought my 8-bit controller. The Pi screen. This looks to be cut off, so this might not be a true 1920 by 1080 screen. Menu. Set up. Wait. Go back. I think I've seen picture. Screen format. Let's say normal stretch. Center. This is just color settings. Yeah, I want to see the. Yeah, you can see it's cut off on the edges here. So there's some option on this TV that's screwing that up. I'm gonna mess around with it and see what I can do from there. Okay, I really can't get this thing to go to 1920 by 1080. It is stuck on 720p. As you can see here, the Pi is running at 1080p, which is telling me I don't think this TV can actually go anywhere past that. So it's a fairly old TV. Just to make sure, I am going to grab my Xbox 360 and plug it in and see from there. Turn it on and find out from there. The volume works. Oh, TV volume works. That's nice to know. I can already see that the resolution is wrong. This TV is not... Oh crap, wrong area. 1920 by 1080. 720. Should look perfectly fine in here. Not cut off. And for some reason it's still being cut off. This is a standard definition TV, isn't it? It's not true. 720p. I'm going to set the Raspberry Pi to 720p. Okay, so I can see that this is going to be a problem. I hope not, because I'm going to need to see the terminal. I may actually have to do this into the desktop. Actually, I will have to do it into the desktop, because there's no way in heck I'm going to be able to see the terminal at all. Now I just got to remember how to change the resolution to do that. I'm just going to go to my website really quick and then check it out from there. Boot config. Copy. On here. I'm just going to paste. And hit enter. Alright. After rebooting this thing, I don't even know how many times. I've lost count. I got my bar on top. I got the edges. I got the very bottom. And the sides. I had to mess around with overscan on here so much that I don't even know how many times I messed around with it, but like I said, I lost count. I was pulling my hair out when I was doing this, but I'm going to well document this because the fact that I'm probably going to rewatch this video and I'm probably going to glue this to the back of the TV. But if you take a look here, overscan, I have it enabled. I changed the 1 to a 0, that way we can enable overscan. Then overscan left is minus 25. I didn't even think you'd do minus. But same thing with the right and the top. And overscan bottom is, they're all minuses. Like I said, I didn't even know that was possible. I was a little bit worried when I tried to do that. But the bottom here also has frame buffer width is 1280 by 720. It seems to look the best on this. I've tried 1920 by 1080. I even tried custom resolution sizes, and this seems to do it. So it is a 720p monitor. I now have my overscan. Maybe now I could play a game on it. You know what? The easiest part was fixing the damn thing. Sonic 2. TV works great. God damn, it's loud. The F. I'm seeing it's cut off on this one too. I thought I got it too. Look at the bottom. It looks perfectly fine on the desktop, but it doesn't on here. See that? See the bottom there? It's cut off. Damn. Alright, another half an hour later, and I figured out what the issue was, why it was getting cut off on here. All I just had to do was go into options, go to show overscan, and just reboot it. So now it looks fine. You can see at the bottom it's not cut off anymore. And I just exited out of the game. Gosh. Today is just not my day. And my pie is getting extremely hot. Because it's extremely hot in here, so is the TV. I'm getting hot. So I'm only going to play a little bit of this. And I'm going to go sit in an air-conditioned room. Yeah. That actually looks pretty good on this. Yeah. Looks good. Works good. When you get overscan working fine on it, man, that's a pain. But this actually wouldn't be a bad TV to add in my collection. Well, I'm playing a little bit of Sonic, and it's not a bad TV. It's definitely old. It's doesn't have overscan built in, which is kind of crappy, because you have to do a lot of modifications with the Raspberry Pi to actually get overscan to work. I had to do overscan in the boot config settings, change the resolution to 1280 by 720. Yeah, the overscan is completely custom. Had to change to enable overscan on the retro arch menu just to get what you see now. Like I said, I think it was a lot more easier just repairing it. That didn't take long at all. But there you go. This will be a TV that I will be using in a arcade cabinet eventually. I don't think we're going to do it this year, but I'm eventually going to convert this TV into one. But when I do, I will be making a video on me building one. Depending on how I want to make it, I haven't decided yet. It's too early yet. But this Raspberry Pi down there will probably be going in it unless I get a different one in the future, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. Please do subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah.